The best healthcare is there in ways big and small. There when we most and least expect it. We may not see it, but we feel it. It lets us know we're not in this alone. Everyone deserves a healthcare partner who never quits. One who's there for what matters. United Healthcare. There for what matters.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. I am so glad that you are back. For those of you who are brand new, my name is Dr. Verna Cornelia Price, and it's great to have you join me on the podcast. For those of you who are my regulars, it's great to see you. Great to know that you're back. Thank you so much for listening in every week. And also be sure to subscribe and share. Tell all of your family and friends. Because here's the work, right? We are, you and me, because we're partners in this work, is we are taking good words and we're putting them into the world. We are doing good together. So when you share, you're sharing because you're trying to help somebody. You're sharing because you're trying to support somebody. You're sharing because you're trying to create positive change in yourself, in your family, your community, your world. You know, my own daughter, she's 15 years old. She and her friends, they listen to my podcast. My daughter in college, she shares my podcast with her friends on her team. And so it's important to share this work. You know, don't just get it for yourself, right? Everything that you do in life is not just for you. God didn't bless you just so that you can be blessed. God blessed you so you can bless others. Bless your family, bless your neighbors, bless your friend, bless your coworkers. So what does it mean to bless? Bless means to help somebody's life be better in some way, shape, or form. You can bless someone with your smile. You can bless someone with your information. Just bless other people. And guess what? Here's the behind the scenes, is that when you bless others, you get blessed. All right. So today I'm wearing Crown College. I'm a proud graduate from Crown College. And I knew nothing about Minnesota. And I'm going to tell you why this is important in a minute after we do our affirmation. All right. So let's go ahead. This is my life and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to. Are you repeating this to yourself? I hope you are. If I want to, because this life was given to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. Always remember that you have enough power in you today, this very second, to change your life for the better. You really do. Okay? So as I was saying, I'm wearing my Crown College, and I hope you can see this really good, my Crown College t-shirt. I'm a proud graduate of Crown College. My parents brought me to Minnesota many years ago from Cleveland, Ohio, and they dropped me. When I say dropped me, literally, they dropped me off at the doors of Crown College, and they left me there. And they said, don't come home without a college degree. Now, you don't know my parents, but that was not that wasn't like just a word of advice. That was a threat. Like if you think you're going to come back home without a college degree, first of all, there will be no home to come to, okay, because you didn't do your job, and your job was to go to college and get yourself a degree. And then secondly, we're going to have issues with you for the rest of your life. I mean, that's the kind of parents that I had that sent me to college. Now, what I'm thankful is that they did drop me to college. I am talking to parents today, and I don't know what your situation is parenting. You are a two-parent household. You are a single parent. You are a grandma who's a parent. You're an auntie who's a parent. If you have a young person in your house who you are taking care of, you are a parent, okay? And what I want to say to you parents is just 4 words. Get your child to college. 5. Okay, I'm going to call the Dr. Verna High 5. Get your child to college. Do whatever you have to do to get your child to college. I don't have time to give you the research, but I am a Black woman in the United States of America. A college degree and being a Black person in America, there is a correlation. The more education you have, the more access you have, the more opportunity you have, the more earnings you have. Do not get fooled by this stuff that says, oh, you don't need to go to college. Yes, you do. It's the shortest route for you to improve your economic trajectory, to improve your family trajectory, to improve you. Because there's so many things that happens for you in college. So for me, and for those of you who say, well, Dr. Verna, I don't have money to send my child to college. Yes, you do. Do you know why? You are connected in a society that's loaded with money. Do not believe ever again in your life that there is not enough money. There is more than enough money, and there's money for you. And here's where you're going to start. First of all, start with your child doing their homework. I'm going to say it again. This may be a 3-part series. Your child doing their homework. So when your child comes home from school, first, just make sure that you have some food for your child. And it doesn't matter to me what kind of food it is. It doesn't matter to me like if it's the best food in the world. They just need some nutrition. Make sure that when you come home, when your child comes home, whether you're at home or not, of course, it would be nice if you're home when your child comes home from school, but sometimes you have to work. Make sure that there's food in the house. Is there cereal in the house? Is there some rice and beans in the house? Is there a salad in the house? Is there a piece of fruit in the house? Make sure that there's something in your refrigerator, right, to eat for your child. Why? Your child needs food after school. They are hungry. And here's the deal. They cannot, listen very carefully, they cannot learn unless they have food, because the brain is triggered by nutrition. So the better your nutrition, the better your brain. So make sure your child comes home. Make sure they have something to eat immediately. Secondly, give your child a minute just to relax. Let them relax. Let them read a book. Let them watch a show. Let them fiddle on their phone. Just give them a minute to relax. Why? They've been at school. They've been with all these kids, all these people. School can be extremely stressful for children, right? If you have a child who's an introvert, all of that stimulus from all day at school, I mean, it could wear them out. So just give them a minute of quiet, just of quiet. They go to their room, they just breathe, they take a nap, but for a short time. And then you get that child up. And unless they need the phone for homework, which most of them don't, the phone gets put away into a phone spot, which is a don't touch this until you are done with your homework. Then you find a place in your house to sit your child down and you all do homework. Now, if your child is young, right, grades kindergarten to 4th or so grade, maybe even 3rd grade, more than likely you have to sit with your child and do their work with them. And for those of you who say, well, my school doesn't give any homework, I don't care if your school does homework or not. You're going to find some homework to do with your child. Because guess what? Children need to read more. They need to learn more. They need to grow more. So their brains need constant stimulation of knowledge and information. That is your job as a parent. And some of you may say, but Dr. Verna, I'm not a very good reader. Doesn't mean anything. It just means that you get to sit with your child. You get to be a friendly person who's helping them in as much as you can help them. And then you let them do the homework. And then you just be there as a support system. So third is that your child's going to do homework. Now, for those of you who are simply allowing and you are allowing them, you're just allowing your children to come home, sit in front of the TV, or be on their phone all night long. Right? They're just on their phone. Learning what? What are they learning? They're certainly not learning what you may want them to learn. And then they're not prepared for their next day to go to school. Why am I making such a big deal out of this? Because there is a direct correlation in scholarship money between children who have high GPAs and the amount of scholarship money. Here is the biggest myth in scholarship, particularly for Black and brown people. The biggest myth is that the scholarship money go to the children who are athletes. That is a lie. The most scholarship money do not go to the athletes. That is a lie. Every college and university, they put their number $1 for scholarships. Do you know who they go to? They go to students with the highest academics. And listen to this, academics combined with some sort of engagement in volunteering, in leadership and or sports, right? Those students are the students who get the highest level of scholarships. So your job is, one, loving and taking care of your child, making sure they have nutrition, and third, you are literally a homework patrol. You become a homework sergeant. Because what do you want to do? You want to ensure that your child is successful academically. Now, we can talk about what to do if your child isn't doing well academically, how to get them help, all that. We can talk about that. But your number one job here is to make sure that you are setting a precedent and expectation that in your house, what comes first is academics. Okay? And by the way, by 10 o'clock at night, this phone gets put away. It gets put away. Why? Because your brain thrives off of, the brain of children thrive off of a couple of things. One is nutrition, right? But before nutrition comes love. You just got to love them. We can talk about that later too. Love them, nutrition. The third is sleep. Children need sleep. I can tell you that one of the reasons that we have a spike in depression and anxiety is because children are tired. They're not resting well. You cannot rest if you have a phone in your face with 55,000 gazillion TikToks going on in your head. You cannot. So you have to turn it off. Turn off the TV. Turn off the stimulus and allow your child to rest. So what happens? They now become more academically successful. When you become academically successful, now you are positioning yourself for prime scholarship money. My parents had no money. Okay, they just dropped me off at the college and said, you better get that degree and don't come home unless you have one. But what I had earned my academic credentials in high school. So I had good grades. So literally my college was paid for a combination of scholarships and work study and what I would call favor. What is favor? When people have a favorable look on your life because you're doing the right thing. You're a student who's a standout student. You're a student who's helpful. So then I got to be a residential assistant, which actually helped pay my college, would help me get through. So there are ways to get your student through college. But what I want you to do is to get your child to college by doing the simple things. Let me review them. 1, make sure you love them. 2, make sure they have food. 3, have high expectations for their homework and make sure they do their homework. Stay in touch with their teachers. Know what's going on with them. 4, get them some sleep, right? Manage the cell phone. Get it out of their hands. Get them some sleep so that they can thrive. And then we're going to talk a little bit about scholarships, where to go for scholarships, how to get scholarships. And let me just tell you, for those of you who have seniors, your FAFSA, which is the federal application for financial assistance, that FAFSA just opened and it is due. And if you want your child to get federal assistance for their college come next year, for their first year in college, look FAFSA, look that up and go and get some help with the FAFSA and go and get your child signed up to get the help that you need. And let's start talking about scholarships. I'll talk about that next week. And then maybe next week you can be wearing your college shirt too. All right. So that's what I have for you today. Hopefully that was helpful. Get your child to college. All right, let's finish up. This is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because it was given to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. And so are you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
It's not just another day in your life. Things are changing for the better. At Comcast, we see those changes, and we're thinking about how we use technology today to live, work, learn, and play. And we're building for the future now, so we're better prepared for the wants and needs of tomorrow. That's why Comcast is rolling out multi-gig internet speeds to more than 50 million homes and businesses before the end of 2025, making our already industry-leading network even faster, smarter, greener, and more reliable. Over the decades, Comcast has been your partner, working hard to serve your community, and will continue to be your partner. We're expanding our gigabits so you can enjoy the tiny bits that matter most.
Are you feeling under the weather? Maybe it's the start of a cold, or your asthma acting up, or maybe you think you're still recovering from the holidays. But a cough, runny nose, sore throat, or fever can all be symptoms of COVID-19. Muscle aches, headaches, and fatigue, even an upset stomach, can also mean you've got a case of COVID. The best way to find out for sure is by taking a COVID-19 test. This winter, you and your family can be prepared by keeping at-home tests on hand. Minnesotans may order free tests each month. These rapid nasal swab tests are reliable, and you'll get the results in about 15 minutes. No lab visit or drop-off required. Get your free test at sayyeshometest.org. That's sayyeshometest.org while supplies last. Find out for sure if you've got COVID-19 so you can protect those around you.
You know Shaletta makes you laugh, but did you know Shaletta Brundage can also make you think and boost your business? Media personality, activist, and comedian Shaletta Brundage founded Shaletta Makes Me Laugh to celebrate and share the best of Black culture. It's a podcasting platform. You can download 10 weekly podcasts hosted by African-American subject experts at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com is also a production house, creating broadcast-quality commercial content. And Shaletta and her team of storytellers create powerful promotional campaigns to get businesses the brand awareness they're looking for. Some of Minnesota's top businesses trust Shaletta, and you can too. Get out the word about your events and products and get in front of communities of color with ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com. She's got the power to help your business.
Unleash the power of smile for your team. Delta Dental of Minnesota offers coverage to fit your unique small business, leading to a better benefit package and a happier team. Visit deltadentalmn.org/small business.
Are you a woman known as a good listener? Do you have skills in de-escalating situations? Are you what they call a people person? Then the Minneapolis Police Department would like to meet you. Now in a rebuilding phase, the Minneapolis Police Department is recruiting more women to wear the badge. The department offers career options for women with a high school diploma or GED. There are also opportunities for women with 2- and 4-year degrees who are ready to apply their skills in new ways. Police work makes a great second career for social workers, teachers, nurses. Women in their 30s and 40s are welcome to apply. There's no age cap. You'll be paid while you train and mentored by veteran women officers invested invested in your success. Minneapolis also welcomes current police officers to join the state's largest department. Make a difference on the streets, working in your community, in a career with competitive salaries and generous benefits. Go to minneapolismn.gov and search police jobs to find out more.